Eyewitness News on the scene as patience pays off for the Evansville Police Department. The suspect taken out in handcuffs, marking the end of a bizarre and harrowing experience for the bewildered homeowner. Good evening and thank you for joining us on Eyewitness News at 10. I'm Jordan Vandenberge. Police responded to the call about a suicidal subject with a gun around 10:30 last night, beginning of a grassroots movement. That's how organizers of today's Memorial Walk described what they're trying to accomplish. Dozens of people in Evansville joined together for a memorial walk that started at the corner of Chandler and Garvin Streets in Evansville. That is where Bridget Tate's son was shot and killed 5 years ago today. Brian Jackson's murder still unsolved. It was a night of unspeakable horror and a night of incredible courage. The November 6, 2005 tornado took 25 lives and forever altered countless others. And tonight, those who survived share their stories. Good evening and thank you for joining us on Eyewitness News at 10. I'm Jordan Vandenberge. Another Evansville man is in jail tonight after allegedly spitting blood on an EMT. Christina, thank you very much. An Evansville man is in jail tonight accused of burglarizing a home before trashing it. Stephen Hape faces a long list of charges after allegedly burglarizing a home on Greendale Drive. Witnesses reported seeing Hape removing things from a neighbor's house before taking off. Sheriff's deputies caught up before he was identified by the victim. When the stolen items were taken back to the house, deputies say the homeowner noticed the drains in his home were clogged, the water was left running, which all caused significant water damage to the second floor of the house. A Castle soccer player studying abroad from Denmark came to America to do what his father did, play varsity soccer. But he can't because of an obscure rule. Eyewitness News' Christina Van Zelst explains why. Abby, thank you very much. The Challenger League of Evansville ended their season today, but it did not come to a close without some fanfare. Members of the Challenger Baseball League scored their last runs of the season today, ending their season on a good day as one of their teammates was the recipient of the Larry Nelson Scholarship. Nelson was an EPD detective who passed away a few years ago from cancer. He was also a big supporter of the Challenger League. The team was also awarded $12,000 by D. Patrick Honda for a new parking lot. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 10, a protest hundreds of miles away is being felt by people right here in the tri-state. Find out what they're showing their support for coming up. But first, meteorologist Stacey May has a look at her forecast.
And a pretty good weekend, too.
But all in all, really not too bad. Aside from the humidity, but by this point, we can certainly withstand
it. Just a touch of it. Nothing real bad.
All right, thanks a lot. Tomorrow night, Evansville's City Council scheduled to vote on the city's budget, and that includes formulating new plans to help city employees cope with drastic changes to their health insurance. The council plans to choose between two options. One would increase deductibles from $750 to $1,000 for individuals. The original proposal calls for deductibles to jump to $5,000. Pope Francis elevates 17 priests to the rank of cardinal, including one from the Hoosier State. Indianapolis Archbishop Joseph Tobin is one of 3 American priests who will officially become cardinals in mid-November. Protests turned into riots, landing at least one person in critical condition in the hospital. Now the footage of the event that sparked it all is being released. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Vandenberge. Getting across the Twin Bridges next week will take a little extra time, something to look forward to. Starting Monday morning, Kentucky transportation workers will have both the north and southbound bridges reduced to 1 lane. Yippee. They're projecting viewership that is comparable to the Super Bowl.
Doesn't matter which side you are. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and then all the late night hosts will be talking about it, and there are going to be memes on Facebook and Twitter. So
it's going to be an event. It's going to be an event.
But here in the tri-state, a community holds a vigil to pray for those lost in recent shootings. Eyewitness News' Sam Neff was in Madisonville, and he has tonight's top story. Beginning of the Fall Festival came under mostly cloudy skies, but dry for the most part. Let's go to meteorologist Stacey May with a look at our forecast. And Stacey, these nonprofits are hoping for clear skies this week. Will they be getting them? Stacey, thank you very much. Before many of us indulge on fried foods galore, today at the 95th Annual Fall Festival, it was all about the kids.
Anything.
And I've been practicing the autumnal equinox.
Perfect. Yes.
It's a tough word.
At what time?
9:21
a.m. Thursday morning.
Which makes 0 sense.
That is when the sun is right over the equator.
Okay.
And day and night are pretty close to equal.
Man, just dropping knowledge, Stacey.
Yep, there you go. You learned something, hopefully.
All right.